The Glavan Ford Locker Room Show takes us inside of Clay Center Tiger football. That's Clay Center Tiger playoff football as we're back again at Otto Unruh Stadium for one last go-around. I guess 2.2 on one last time at home. We're joined by one of the coaches on the staff for the Clay Center Tigers, longtime Tiger player, longtime coach, longtime friend, J.D. Lane, joining us here. This is an exciting time for Tiger football, and it has been all year long to see the things that are happening with the Tiger legacy and some changes and the storied place that we're going to move from. To get a chance to play at home in a playoff game and win was exciting. To get back here, amped up just a touch more maybe?
Just a little bit. It was pretty special. You know, week 9 against Chapman, Coach asked me to give our pregame talk, and that's a pretty emotional time. And then to be able to come back the next week, I guess, against Marysville, and then to come back against Chapman and have another chance to play here, and knowing that if we went down to collegiate and got a win, that we had a chance to come back home, and it's a special time. It's great to play November football. It's been a long time, and you know, to be able to come into this game and have a chance to win and move on, and it's a little bit up this week.
Amped up indeed. It's the round of 8. You know, you win tonight and you move on to the Final Four of high school football, and that's exciting to think about doing that. Let's talk about the path to get here just a little bit, and I want to start with that pregame talk. I drove by as I was going from the station to go home, and then I was going to come set this equipment up, and I saw somebody walking around the field, and then you texted me, actually called me later on and said, I've been out the field trying to figure out what I'm going to say for pregame. You don't have to give the message, but what was the gist? I know Coach Henry said he was tearing up when he was just about to introduce you, let alone as you were speaking.
Yeah, it was, like I say, it's an emotional thing. You know, our family is tied to Unruh Stadium from the time my dad came back and started teaching here in 1958. And, you know, we've had somebody from our family either coaching, playing, running on the track since 1958 till the present. And so, you know, just that connection and all the memories we have here that nothing will ever take those away. You know, and that was the kind of part of the message. And, you know, I talked about our community and how, you know, over the last 82 years, people have been driving across town to come out here and you know, to watch kids like them play. And we always want to make the community proud and you know, come out and put on a good performance and play well and fight. No matter the outcome, we want to come out and battle to the end and you know, give ourselves a chance to win and represent Clay Center and our community, and that was kind of what we talked about. I found a couple things in the kind of the bowels of the stadium, an old Nesbitt's soda bottle and an old, you know, tin can that had the little triangle opener top on it, and it was just, you know, all the memories that are here, and just to get that emotion channeled was big that night.
It's been fun to see the community, and you talk about it. They do every year get behind you guys and behind all the activities. It's impressive how involved the community is, but I mean, it's the talk of the town right now, and that is fun. To everywhere I go now, it's, hey, what did that look like? It sounded like this. I know you get that too. It is exciting and fun. It
is, and you know, being a Tiger, you know, from birth, it's special to have played out here, and then to have played in a sub-state game, you know, in 1983, and then to have a chance to get back there, you know, being the only time that Clay Center's been to the semifinals, you know, to have these kids have a chance to get there and to see that support from the community, to see the kids, you know, that, you know, they see people they don't know downtown that, you know, wish them luck and pat them on the back, and you know, it is really special. It's the great thing about being in a small town that you don't get in a big 5 or 6A school. You don't see that.
Very true. Yeah. Talk about the win at Collegiate. I mean, the Chapman-Marysville wins were fun. You knew it. You knew you had good chances there. It was an unknown going to Collegiate. You know, they're ranked. They're only lost to Andale. I thought, from talking to everybody and looking at numbers, it was going to be one that was decided in the last quarter of the final minutes. You guys came out and slapped him in the mouth, Coach, and it was impressive to see how you guys performed.
Yeah. Well, we had a great week of preparation. Our young kids did a super job of giving us a great look on scout team, and we went down and we really didn't know what to expect from our kids. You know, historically we haven't performed well in that situation, and you know, we'd been at Collegiate, you know, probably 6 or 7 years ago, and it didn't go well. but the kids came out and they executed like they haven't all year. It seemed like it clicked for them. They understood the moment. They came out and played with that pride and that passion that we always talk about wanting to have, and they just executed, and it was great to see.
Execution was great. What I have said to so many people is I don't know the last time I've seen a high school football team really anywhere just fly around the field. And to a man, they were where they needed to be, but then they were giving it so much energy during, after, before plays. It just seemed like they were keyed in.
Yeah, they really were, and they just, they tapped into that energy and they just turned it loose, and that's what we've been waiting to see from them. You hope that you get a team that will play like that, and we talk on defense about 11 hats to the ball, and we really did that on both sides of the ball that night, and in special teams. That was a huge part of the game. Not giving them good field position, and it was great to see that energy and them the kids play with that.
Yeah, it was fun. Now you come home and you get a Cheney team coming in that has a glossy record. They've only lost to state-ranked teams, same as you guys could say. What do you know about this team? They throw the ball a bunch. I know that much from numbers. What are the things that are concerning you guys going in?
Well, just the way they have so many. They're multiple set offense, and they move the ball around in different ways. They can go down the field vertically. They've got a couple of really good receivers. They've got one that's really good. He's got great numbers, and their first 1,000-yard receiver at Cheney. They've got a young quarterback that stepped in this year and filled in for a kind of a legend in Cheney as far as the Voth kid, and they've got a lot of weapons. They're really athletic at the skill positions. Their linemen are big. We're hoping that we can match up well. I think it's going to be a great football game. They're very well coached, and it's going to be fun.
It's fitting. We play one last time at Otto Unruh Stadium. It's going to be in the 30s, drop into the 20s by the time it's going to feel like football, right?
It is, and that's we talked to the kids about you've got to be mentally ready for November football. It's just there's something special about it, and then to be here on this field. I keep telling them there's more and more just overlap with that 1983 season, and we played at home in this round of the playoffs to have a chance to go to the sub-state game, and Andale came in real similar to Cheney that year, and so we're looking for a great night, and it is. Coach Unruh and all those old coaches, the traditionalists for football, they would love it. It's grass field, it's 30-degree weather, and it's hopefully going to be some smash mouth football.
Beautiful night for football, indeed. Coach, really appreciate the time. Go out there and coach these guys up. Okay?
All right.
Appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot,
Coach
Rocky.
J.D. Lane on the Glavan Ford Locker Room Show.